off like a wish list. You fighting a titan. Yeah. I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike him.
If I told him once, I told him enough. I'm out for heads, there's no discussion, not a game nor a bluff. Yo, I would go insane just to make a point and leave him stuck. And the point of the matter is that all these niggas is butt. Doo-doo water backsplash, funky mouth ass niggas that still talking shit. Back cause I ain't hung up my mic and called it quits while they slept. I was up through the night, plotting to get rich. No black forces, not hitting no licks. What? Cause niggas fold like steel chairs. Amped up that drip in they neck, got them yelling like Ric Flair. Please beware this mighty boot to their chest, leave them gasping for air. No Vader, but I'm here to bomb shit like Big Van Vader, but black. Fuck around and put motherfuckers' heads in the bag like I was slack. Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message. This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. Motherfuckers,
check them off like a wish list.
yeah.
You fighting a titan.
Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message.
I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike him.
Yeah.
Check them off like a wish list. You fighting a titan.
This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas.
I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike him.
Yeah.
You fight.
And welcome to the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. As always, I'm Needles Kane, and I'm joined by the real Fat Man. And we're here for Raw Thoughts. Man. I mean, at least they started out with Randy Orton returning tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
It could have been worse. Could have been a Lashley segment again to start out.
Could have been a Nikki Ash Charlotte segment.
Oh, dude, the less I see Charlotte Flair, the better, honestly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we started out with Randy Orton returning, which was a great. I was happy to see. I don't know how I feel about his goatee, but I was happy to see him back.
He's been trying some things with his facial hair. I've noticed. It's that mustache, that little He looked like like a like a musketeer. You know what I mean?
You killed my father.
Yeah, for real. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had what? So Randy Orton basically said like, fuck RK Bro.
Yeah.
It's not his shit. It's not what he wants to do anymore. He wants to go solo back one more time.
Yeah.
Broke Riddle's heart.
Yeah, so I hate seeing Riddle sad.
Left Riddle distraught.
Destroyed.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. He looked really sad.
And
He looked
course,
really sad.
AJ and Omos got to stick their two. Omos got to stick their 2 cents into that nonsense.
AJ likes to, I've noticed that now that like they don't really ever know how to book AJ. And I bet they were like, oh, look, man, if we put the tag team titles on him, there's got to be some story we can write for him, right?
Right.
And they just keep going like, no, yeah, just go backstage and talk shit to these. Talk shit to these people.
They had some other legitimate tag teams to throw them against right now.
Bro, you want to talk about struggling tag team divisions?
Yeah.
It is. Well, so on Raw, it is. Who all is a fucking tag team on Raw? No, I can't even name.
On Raw?
AJ Styles and Omos, New Day,
Yeah.
John Morrison, and Miz.
And that's what I'm
wheelchair
saying. Why
bound.
do they have
Miz
all
is
of...
wheelchair bound. So.
Oh, hey, well, not no more. We'll get to that, though.
Oh, yeah.
But anyhow, I don't understand why all their tag teams are in, like, turmoil with singles competitors. Why are you wasting
Because Vince McMahon hates tag team wrestling.
I know, well, yeah.
He always has, and apparently he always will.
Why does he always answer Vince McMahon? I hate this goddamn company.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyways, after the Omos and AJ came in and put their 2 cents in, we got a Baron Corbin promo, and I am just daily growing more sad and sad for Baron Corbin. Not for the situation he's in, just the fact that they're making him do this.
He made me realize that I really need a fucking haircut. And then, dude, I just feel bad for him. Like, why are they even doing this to him?
Does it even work when you post videos on your Instagram of you cooking Wagyu steaks and like big old cuts of brisket because you're the barbecue king of wrestling? or whatever.
I can tell.
Crap.
They probably don't even know that Baron Corbin has a fucking Instagram, right? Like,
Wait.
yeah, he's
Let
living
Vince
it up on the
find
beach.
out. Let Vince
Yeah, he's
find out.
living it up on the beach on his IG and shit. But
Yeah.
keep kayfabe alive.
So that all led into the Drew McIntyre Baron Corbin match. Apparently, Baron Corbin was taking bribe money to if he wins from Bobby Lashley and MVP. Or no. Sheamus? Who?
It was, it was Sheamus.
Was it Sheamus? Oh man, I don't know. Who is? Why?
I don't know, dude. It was just I really started just spacing out like right around the Baron Corbin Drew McIntyre thing.
Yeah, I mean, so of course, in the end of the thing, Drew McIntyre. Oh no, it was. This is what's going on, man. We're off today.
Sorry. Oh yeah, it was Jinder Mahal. It was Jinder Mahal
and his goons paid off Baron Corbin. Man, we're horrible at this.
It was Jinder Mahal. Because man, dude, I really try not to even remember Jinder Mahal is the thing.
Right.
I don't care.
Why is two man band getting?
And honestly, I am so tired of Drew McIntyre. Like I am just.
Are you? I mean, I'm not tired of Drew McIntyre. I feel he didn't get his just desserts by being the champion during the whole pandemic. I think he should get a decent title run with a fucking crowd. The crowd's still backing him.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. Did you watch that match?
I mean, they still pop for him, I think.
I mean, I guess.
But
they canned it in there. But
of course, we got some sob story from McIntyre about his mama and the sword and the. I don't know. I kind of lost interest.
See, dude. Man. That's the thing. Like, he starts going into that shit, bro. He lost me on. I'll tell you. Like, I did. Look, dude. It was the fucking Loch Ness.
But yeah,
like
that's when
it was
lost me.
That was where I was like, okay, I can't. I just can't no more.
Yeah.
It's just too bad. Like it's not even. It's just too god.
I don't even appreciate the sword. I'm like, why is he coming to the ring with a sword now? What are we watching? Is this in the medieval times?
Because he's Scottish.
I mean, I get why he would have a sword. But...
And the only Scottish person that exists in Vince McMahon's mind is fucking William Wallace. Like, Scotland is William Wallace. Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Drew McIntyre is a direct descendant of William Wallace. Yeah. So, you know. But at least, I don't know.
So, Drew McIntyre's like, all right, Corbin, I got you. I get you down. I got you. How much do you need? Just to put you up for a couple days, how much do you need? And this motherfucker comes out saying, $100,000?
In the middle of the match.
Well, who the fuck says $100,000 when you're begging for money?
Hold on. That's not even the most ridiculous part of that whole shit. They did that shit in the middle of the match. Bro. Come on, man.
I mean, come on.
Fucking ludicrous.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, no. And then we had our second return of the night with Jeff Hardy. COVID free.
Hey, COVID free Jeff Hardy.
COVID free as a bird. Can birds get COVID? I don't know.
I mean, we did.
I heard
bird flu or something. I don't know.
That's a whole different ball game.
But they finally get the second match between Karrion Kross and Jeff Hardy now. And so last we had heard, before he came up with the coup, Jeff Hardy was meant to beat Karrion Kross in match 2.
So that's
not
been
what we got here.
No, yeah. Well, I don't look, dude. I don't care. Like the whole shit that they've been doing.
Like, you found out he was gonna lose twice? Haha, we got you. He's gonna win.
So Karrion Kross fucking was pretty dominant for the match. Jeff Hardy went for the tights again whenever he rolled him up.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't get like Jeff Hardy trying to get like shitty wins. Like, I don't understand like that whole. They're like, fuck yeah, just cheat. You're a good guy, but just fucking cheat. And then Karrion Kross is the heel in this whole situation, I imagine, because so he put him in so he puts him in the cross jacket, which is kind of the Taz mission, basically. Right, except he hooks his leg. He hooks his leg around their arm and shit.
Okay.
Anyways, so he put him in the cross jacket, and Jeff Hardy tapped out, right? And he gets up and comes back, suplexes him again, and puts him back in the cross jacket again, and chokes him out for a while, like after the match. You know what I mean? So they tried to make him look dominant, but after all this other bullshit, dude, like you've lost, you won, you lost, you won. Like at this point, like you're a fucking champion.
Yeah, you're the champion of your brand. Why?
And you would have lost that shit to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, your first night
your
out,
first
on the
fucking
town,
match.
and you lose to Jeff Hardy.
If
you're
by
the
chance,
champion of NXT.
If by chance that just happened to be a fucking championship match, you'd have fucking not been champion anymore.
Right.
And then what? Like, what are they even doing about? I don't get it. I know he's gonna lose it to Samoa Joe at Takeover.
And then
so he's gonna
get moved up to Raw or SmackDown and just get buried, like they've done every NXT move up since the beginning of time.
Well, no, not everyone. I mean, we went through that the other night on our NXT video. They've booked some of them pretty fucking well, but you also knew who it was gonna be. Like, even when I was saying who it was that got over, you're like, oh, well, of course they did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you think about it, like Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch. Like, there's a whole list of Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, which ain't been booked that great, but still, he's still in there. There's just been a lot of NXT call-ups that have done well. They're not starting off great with Karrion Kross.
No.
And that's not to say that they can't get behind this dude for real and really start booking him right and pushing him right. But they need to get Scarlett back out there.
Yeah.
They need to do his entrance for real. Like that's some of the best part about Karrion Kross, his characters, that entrance that he does. It's like, I don't know. It's different. You know what I mean?
It's not as impactful. That's for sure.
Right, yeah, now, like, fuck, dude, you're just another wrestler. Like, you're another creator wrestler.
It's hard to tell the difference between
that
and T-Bar, honestly.
Yeah, that I hit, straight up, that I hit fucking random on.
I thought Karrion Kross was T-Bar without the get-up. Anyways.
God damn, dude, don't put that out in the universe. They'll be in a fucking 6-man tag match next week.
Oh, Jesus. So, after that, we got another Sad Riddle promo. He just needs a friend. And then we roll into Alexa Bliss versus
Wait, no. That Sad Riddle promo. They played that whole fucking RK Bro package.
Let's not gloss over the RK Bro package.
Of like the story of it, of how it went from beginning to end. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that was probably one of the highlights of the show for me, was just that little RK Bro package. Like, I had a great time watching it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was really good. But anyways, we'll get to more RK Bro later on.
Yeah, in the program. So after the RK Bro promo, we got Alexa Bliss versus Doudrop.
Yeah.
And we've bashed the whole Alexa Bliss aspect and the whole Doudrop and Eva Marie and all that, but I gotta tell you, Alexa Bliss had these moves today,
dude. I
were impressive.
I really like the stuff that she's doing, like that rope grab, that creepy rope Spider-Man grab. Yeah, that shit was. As soon as she did that, I was like,
rope like a spider monkey.
Yeah, dude. She just like froze, stared at her all creepy, and then dove at her. I was like,
and these weird.
That was pretty legit.
I enjoy where she's taking the character. I'm glad she's getting into it and having a good time.
I like where she's taking it. I don't like where creative is taking it.
Yeah, I could do without the Lily aspect.
Well, yeah. I think if they just tweaked it just a little bit, like took her away for maybe a month, right? And then brought her back without the doll.
Yeah. But
still, like, kind of that creepy goth chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think No, and she's making it work for her.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty about Alexa Bliss, dude. It's like, and I started saying it in 2018, I guess, after I'd watched her for a little bit. Like I went back and watched like a lot of her NXT stuff. She wasn't that great. You know what I mean? You can tell they kind of just brought her up because she was a face.
She had that look.
Yeah. But dude, she put in the work and she became a really good wrestler. She had a lot of good matches with Nia Jax, and that's fucking saying something.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So Alexa Bliss ended up becoming a pretty good worker, and she's making this character work for her really, really, really well for her. You know, I just don't think the fans are ever going to be behind it. Like every time she comes out now, there's a "We want Wyatt." We want Wyatt chant.
Yeah, that's I mean, the match started out with a "We want Wyatt" chant.
Mm-hmm. Loud,
very loud, and they didn't do anything to cover it up this time.
No, they didn't.
Not that I could tell. So I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do.
But
to
did you see
her in that if they ever can?
Did you see what Bray Wyatt posted on his Twitter today?
I did not.
It's like a close up of looks like a demon eye, basically. Not like the Fiend. It doesn't look like the Fiend.
Okay.
It looks like something else. And it just says you can't kill it. So, maybe he's got something in the works. Maybe he's coming back to WWE. I mean, so what's funny is, like, Malachi Black, right? Like, so right before he went to AEW, there was words like WWE was like, man, fuck, we kind of fucked up. We should probably get that.
Yeah, there was talks about them trying to get him back, but I think he had already talked to Tony Khan. And
oh yeah, well so did you listen to him on Talk is Jericho?
No, I haven't seen the episode.
Oh, bro, yeah. So yeah, you need to go back and watch that. Okay. We should do a little review or something after we watch that.
Yeah. or
throw it into our AEW review.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a really good interview, dude. And he talks a lot about like how Paul Heyman was and how Paul Heyman was pretty much in control for just one night, and then everything became like a debate, and that was kind of when he got put back in that room.
Yeah.
Cutting those promos all the time.
Yeah.
For like months.
Because wasn't he a Paul Heyman guy?
Yeah.
When Paul Heyman was in control of everything. He got pushed. Good. I mean, I was enjoying every bit of it. And then,
man, and
took him off, took Paul Heyman off of creative, and then into the room he goes.
There was like 3 or 4 weeks where Raw was just really, really good.
Yeah.
And then it just went right back to shit real fast.
I'm pretty sure it was those Paul Heyman weeks when Paul Heyman had creative control.
And man, like, you have to, like, is it really Vince's ego at this point ruining his fucking own product? Like, is it the fact that he can't do it anymore? The thing that's like really bothering him the most. So this whole NXT shit is happening. So Paul Heyman gets pulled out from fucking. He gave shit back to Bruce Pritchard. Like, dude, like Bruce Pritchard. You know what Bruce Pritchard likes? Comedy.
Yeah.
You know what comedy doesn't do? Sell fucking tickets. Sorry. It's nice to have. It's nice. Oh. Are you gonna say that it does?
I'm not gonna say it hurts ticket sales.
No, it doesn't. But there's a place for it, right? It's not the whole show.
True.
All right. So, it's different. Like you think about how much funny shit there was tonight.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
just from fucking top to bottom, how much funny shit there was.
We want to talk about some funny shit, some funny racism apparently coming from WWE, because right after the Alexa Bliss match, we get a promo with Sheamus, and he did with Sheamus and Miz and Morrison, and Sheamus straight up said, "They're coming for me gold, like a fucking leprechaun."
Well, I tried to. I'm half Irish, so like I tried to gloss right over that.
It's just stupid,
man. Like, and also I can't stand the whole Johnny Drip shit.
I can't stand it. Imagine Morrison having to come into fucking work every time and sit in a chair while you have some lady tease your hair for an hour or two to get that, that big old hairdo he's got going on. And say that's what you do for a living. You go get your hair teased and get in the ring.
Dude, like I don't even.
I can't.
I don't get it. Their overuse of the word drip really bothers me in WWE.
Drip and moist.
I don't give a shit too much about moist. They don't really say it like as much as because they be saying drip a lot across 2 shows. Because think about how much they say that shit when Seth Rollins comes out.
Yep, you are absolutely correct.
But I'll say that shit's warranted because Seth Rollins do be dripping.
Seth Rollins got that drip for sure.
Oh, dude, so smooth,
man.
But so what happened?
So we get the whole Sheamus.
Oh yeah. So Alexa beat. Yeah,
Alexa beat Doudrop with the surprise roll up because the doll winked. So moving on.
I wonder how they did that live.
I'm sure Doudrop looked at a doll and they spliced in a scene. Because, okay, for one, there's no way they're getting that camera angle without there being somebody right there on the apron at the doll. And there was nobody. There was no camera guy there.
Right. So
they spliced in a thing of boop.
So they filmed the wink earlier, right?
I mean, they filmed a doll and added it in post.
But I mean, so what do you think it looked like?
It looked like Doudrop just all of a sudden got scared of a doll. She was looking at the doll, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh!" and then gets the surprise roll up on her.
Good lord, dude! They've just got to do something.
I don't know. So yeah, we go to the Sheamus promo with Miz and Morrison, which leads into the Sheamus Ricochet match. And look, this is one thing I'm really tired of, is matches to determine if you get the opportunity for another match for a title. Why do I have to beat you twice?
I mean, he didn't win.
Obviously,
so
but I'm just saying, the whole concept of a contenders match against the person that you're trying to beat, I don't understand why you gotta beat somebody twice. You beat him the first time, you won. Obviously.
I mean, that's kind of been a thing for a while. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't mean it's the right thing.
And usually it's for if it's not the number one contender. You know what I mean? Like if it's just somebody else that wants a shot, but they're not the number one contender, they're like, well, fuck.
There is no number one contender.
Well, if you can beat the champion, then we'll give you a shot to beat him again. I don't think it's that bad of an idea, honestly. Like, really, it keeps things fresh sometimes.
WWE doesn't have a number one contenders thing. Their motto in WWE is, "Hey, I want a title match." Okay, now you got a title match.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're Charlotte Flair, you can just be calling for that shit whenever you want.
It's a lot more than just Charlotte Flair.
No, well, yeah. Drew McIntyre also for fucking weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, that's what I'm saying, dude, is I'm just over the whole Drew McIntyre thing, I think. And then, so we still have no contender for the U.S. title. Oh, wait, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Because later on, after the Sheamus Barry's Ricochet match, we get Damian Priest versus Morrison.
Again.
Well, I mean, they did the whole tag thing last week, which is no different. They just did 2 separate matches this time. Same fucking people, 2 different matches. Whatever. So now we get Miz and Morrison and Priest and Morrison, I'm sorry. And it's just a comedy act. The whole thing. The whole thing's a comedy routine with the damn drift sticks and the.
Do you see what I was saying?
I completely understand what you're saying.
Like, dude, there's a place for it, right? And like,
and I don't think Damian Priest is the place.
No, it's RK Bro.
Although Damian Priest, yeah, there you go. But although Damian Priest came in looking like he just came from a BDSM convention.
Dude, I don't know why they got him dressing like that, but have you seen him like when he was on the Indies before? When it was pretty good. He was like the Fat Crow.
Oh, Gordo Crow.
Yeah, no, dude, he fucking put in the work, and now look at him. He's fucking like he's
Hey,
chiseled
he's an
out of stone
inspiration
and
to
shit.
me.
Yeah, right.
Right. So after that, so Priest wins, picks up the win. We get the stare down between Priest and Miz, and eventually leads to Miz miraculously being healed in front of all these people. Priest, the man of whatever he is, healed Miz in front of everybody, and he can miraculously walk and run out of the ring scared like a little twerp.
Well, yeah.
So hopefully we don't have to see the wheelchair anymore. Hopefully that's gone. That'd be good.
So they're just gonna be carrying the water buckets now?
Or we could get rid of the dripsticks altogether.
That'd be nice.
I would have thought.
I mean, that'd be really nice if they just wrote that out. I wouldn't be mad about it.
Just drop it off. Let's drop that off and then do something about Morrison's hair. I'll be happy.
Well, let's not ask for too much.
Let's not push it. So yeah, after that, Damian Priest calls out Sheamus at SummerSlam for the title, and that's what we're gonna get now.
So yeah, we're gonna add that to
the list of matches.
You know what? That should be a pretty good match, though.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't. I've always not been a fan of the whole mask thing, except currently on Brandon Cutler. But
this is what I was saying the other day. Is I've never been a fan of it.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of it. It works on Brandon Cutler because he's a jobber, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but on a legit star, I don't like it.
I don't think.
But hey, it played in well with his match today because the Ricochet at some point did a diving headbutt off the top rope and hit his mask and fucked himself up. That was pretty funny. Oh man! And in the Miz and Priest match, there was a dual head kick off the ground that was really sick.
Yeah, I saw that.
I enjoyed that too.
But going back to that diving headbutt, has Ricochet not heard the stories?
I'm assuming not.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, that doesn't work out for people, right? Like, the motherfuckers that do it, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Like, famously, Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even Harley Race tells everybody. He's like, I told Kid Dynamite, hey, don't do the diving headbutt. It fucks you up real bad.
Yeah.
And Dynamite Kid went and started doing the diving headbutt because he was like, no. And then Dynamite Kid told Chris Benoit, he was like, hey man, don't do the diving headbutt. It's gonna fuck you up real bad. Chris Benoit was like, cool, got it. And he just went out there and did the diving headbutt even harder. And so watching Ricochet do the diving headbutt, I was like, oh no. You know what I mean? Oh dude, come on, man, bro. Don't do that. Please, you can do so many other moves. Just don't do that one.
Yeah.
Really.
That's not. It leads to a lifetime of despair or misery. I promise. We've seen how it goes.
Yeah. Not a good track record.
No. So yeah, we're gonna get that at SummerSlam. I'm looking forward to that match. It's gonna be a good one.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
I think it'll be.
I'm a fan of Damian Priest.
Well, yeah, Damian Priest can fucking wrestle, and so can Sheamus. I think
what kind of Harley he rides.
He probably doesn't actually really ride a Harley. Come on, dude.
I got dreams, man. Come on.
Right? Yeah. Keep kayfabe alive. Fucking. But yeah, that'll be a hoss fight. Those dudes are just gonna fucking beat the shit out of each other, so it'll be pretty cool.
Well, following all that, we got Mustafa Ali versus T-Bar.
Man, dude,
yet another repeat of last week.
Fuck, dude, I am just. I don't get
people, same 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
I do enjoy the Mustafa Ali and
Mansoor backstage stuff.
I like their backstage stuff, and I like their in-ring stuff. Like the way this match ended today. Yeah, Mustafa Ali got buried, but then Mansoor came in and kicked the crap out of both of them.
I mean, I guess it's kind of shitty to be like, hey, put the two brown dudes together.
Wow.
But they work really well together, and they make sense as a tag team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I always feel like Vince McMahon's like, well, all right, so we're gonna keep all the races segregated. You know what I mean? Like,
They're Indian, right? That's so they are. Or are they Saudi
I think
Arabian?
I think Mustafa Ali is Indian, and I believe Mansoor is from Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Because Mansoor was the dude that was always going over whenever they did the like crown jewel.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you know what I mean?
Huh.
All those,
I don't
all,
know
the,
how that
all those,
dynamic works.
all those blood money pay
Oh
reviews.
man, they didn't do one last year. Thank God. I don't know.
Uh, I've heard that they're about to run them back, and uh, possibly at the end of this year, I believe there's another one.
Well, I won't be a
But
fan of it.
but you know who won't be? You know when Undertaker won't be there, Shawn Michaels and Triple H won't be there.
No.
So I don't know who they're gonna book for it because like those Saudi royals and shit, they are like, we want Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They want Ric
like,
Flair.
yeah, they've never stopped watching WWF in 1988, so it's like that's what they want.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck that show's gonna be like because a lot of those people aren't gonna wrestle. A lot of people, and a lot of people are not gonna go back to Saudi Arabia.
Especially after that last debacle, and now you got COVID restrictions and all sorts of things to deal with now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a wrestler that wrestles for New Japan, and he has to deal with 2 weeks of quarantine when he
Flying
goes
back
over
and
there.
forth.
No, but he doesn't. He's not flying back and forth. He's over there on an 8 month stint right now.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
that's right. Yeah.
So he goes over there. He has to stay in his little tiny little room. He streams. I stream with him on Twitch. And
It's Japan.
Yeah,
It's
I
Japan.
know. But so he's got 2 weeks of quarantine, and he doesn't want to deal with that flying back and forth. I can only imagine what's going to happen. Well, no, Lance Archer doesn't have to go to Japan. They're doing it in LA. So
Yeah, they're just
there
doing
goes
it
that.
in LA.
All right, so after the Mansoor whole thing, and we got a little 24/7 championship action, which I'm enjoying seeing Reggie with that championship because guess what? You ain't catching him. It ain't happening.
I like what you were saying earlier about you hope that they do like the whole like
Wile E.
Roadrunner
Coyote, right? Yeah.
Roadrunner thing with him. That would be cool.
What's the ninja dude's name? I can never remember.
Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, have him and R-Truth team up and try to team together a way to capture the old elusive Reggie and just do a whole Acme segment once a show. Come on now, it's good entertainment. See, that's good place comedy. That's where it has a place.
No, well, like so that's what I'm saying.
On a bullshit title with a bunch of funny,
So, yeah,
legit funny characters.
Right? Yeah, R-Truth is fucking hilarious.
Hilarious. He's a good rapper too.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so like that's a good comedy spot. I think Riddle is a good comedy spot. That kid's just funny.
Yeah. For
I
sure.
don't know what planet you're from. I'm from Earth. Shut up. Like that shit. All the RK Bro shit was just that's all gold to me, dude. And I can still take him seriously in the ring, and that's what I really like about it. Like R-Truth, I can't ever take him seriously in another month. If he's ever in a match that's not for the 24/7 championship, then I'm just like, well,
I don't think I could take
R-Truth's gonna get beat up.
I don't think I could take Riddle seriously if he didn't have the comedy with him. Because you know how I feel about the whole UFC fighters coming into wrestling. I think once you've been legitimately a badass in an octagon ring, and you come into a scripted sport,
Right.
It takes away from the imagination of the kayfabe. Because I legit know that you're probably gonna legitimately beat up any of these other wrestlers.
And
There's a handful that could probably really stand up in a fight. Let's be honest.
Well, that's one thing that I really noticed after watching Riddle over the past 2-3 years or so, a little longer. He wrestles like it's a real fight. Like the spots and shit that he hits. Like, if you notice it, like, it's all real smooth, but it like seems like a fight, right? Like, it's not like your everyday WWE match where they're like where you can tell the dudes are helping each other out and shit, right? Like if you like go back, just go back and like watch any match from the past 6 months,
Yeah.
and then watch any match after that, right? And just see the difference. Like Riddle wrestles like it's a fight, and I like that about him. You know what I mean? Because he utilizes his background as an MMA fighter to like make it seem a little more real. Like we all know now, right, that it's all scripted, and we all like everybody knows who's gonna win. Shit.
Yeah.
But he does his job to make it to suspend disbelief for just a moment while you're watching it, and that's really like what makes him good to me. I don't like him being barefoot and shit. I'm not big on barefoot wrestlers. I think it's dangerous.
Yeah. We've had that conversation.
But yeah, dude. I mean, I think he's really, 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 really good, and he's just gonna keep getting better. I'd like to see him get a little bit bigger, but that's gonna slow him down, man. Yeah. But yeah, and then we had the Nikki Ash promo.
No. Next we had an AJ promo.
Oh yeah, about
Randy Orton, how he's gonna take him out. How he's gonna come back and he's gonna.
He doesn't care. Yeah, he doesn't
yeah.
care. Yeah. So I'm saying it's like they don't have anything to do for AJ, even though he's the tag champ. Like they're like, well, we don't really have anything to just go back there and talk shit to these people backstage and have a singles match. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why are you even holding those belts? Your big giant dude does not wrestle, cannot wrestle.
He can pick people up and throw them. That's about it.
That doesn't mean shit, man.
I'm not saying it means a damn thing. I'm saying it means nothing.
Do you remember what Ultimate Warrior's finisher was?
Not off the top of my head.
The Gorilla Press Slam.
Yeah, okay.
And then he usually did like a splash after that, right? Or sometimes not. But like that's that kind of lazy ass shit, dude.
Well, not only is it lazy ass shit, but let me run this by you. I had this thought today because while I was watching Raw today, I had Dark Elevation on, and Jade Cargill came to the ring, and she came out, busted 3 moves, buried a chick, and that was it. And I thought to myself, it's really hard to botch a move when you only do 3 of them.
You'd think that.
But
you would think that.
You would think that. But
I mean,
I'm just saying you limit a wrestler's moves you limit a wrestler to a 3-move put down, or where they only do 1 move in a match to help out AJ or whatever. You're only giving them so many opportunities to fuck up. You limit it to opportunities, there's gonna be less mess ups.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it was just a thought I had.
It really boils down to time, I think, more than anything. I think a lot of it boils down to just everything is timed. You know what I mean? Yeah. If something runs, like nothing can run long on Raw, and even in 3 hours, right? Like they've got it so meticulously worked out to where like this has to go down now.
Yeah.
Right. So I think like shit like that, like Jade Cargill, like coming out and just squashing a chick in with 3 spots and then just being done. For one thing, it's because she can't wrestle, right? So they're protecting her and protecting her character, right? Mm-hmm. 2, time. They're trying to bang out 1 million matches on Dark, right?
Yeah.
So time. So they're putting her over, getting their time in, getting her match in, and protecting her character with the 3 moves that she can do. Right?
Well, do you think that's what they do with Omos though? They make AJ handle the bulk of the entire match and then put him in for two or 3 spots. I mean,
yeah, but the problem.
Concept.
No, it's not, because they're a tag team, Brady. Like that.
Well, I get it, but I get that they're a tag team.
It's
And there's that
it's in the
aspect
name.
of it.
It's in the fucking name.
But instead
Team,
of being,
right?
but what I'm saying is instead of only coming out there to a singles match and doing 3 moves in a 30-second spot, because that's all, whatever.
Yeah, but see
But
now they've
because
got
they
AJ. But now they've got AJ coming out and doing fucking matches, and Omos not doing shit. So
Yes.
no, it's not the same fucking principle at all. It's not even fucking close to the same fucking principle. If Omos was coming out to fucking have singles matches and just doing 3 moves and getting the fuck out of there, but he's not. He's standing outside the fucking ring for 15 minutes while AJ Styles has a fucking banger of a match.
But that's what I'm saying. They get the liberty to do that. So I get that there's a difference. That it's not just a quick squash.
It's not.
Match.
It's not the same.
Because
They're not protecting Omos's character by having him just stand on the outside of the fucking ring. They're not making him. Well, they're not making him
trying to, but they're not succeeding.
In what fucking world is that protecting somebody's fucking character? He's not doing shit. He's barely even fucking ominous on the side of the fucking ring now. Matt Riddle just fucking jumped on that dude and choked him the fuck out. So, like, why the fuck does it matter? You don't fucking wrestle. You don't get in the ring. You don't, like, why?
You wear regular ass clothes to the ring, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, dude, he doesn't even have fucking ring gear. Why? They can't fucking stitch up some goddamn latex that fits that dude?
Okay, put a couple bed sheets together?
Lycra stretches, my G. Like, I'm sure they can put him in some fucking ring gear, right? Like, that whole Omos shit just bothers the fuck out of me still, and it will continue to bother the fuck out of me until they release his big ass.
Must he play basketball or something?
I don't fucking know. That's racist.
No, because he's tall like Shaq.
Goddamn, dude. Like, still,
if it was a white dude that was that tall, then why is he playing basketball?
That's heightist or something.
You're just mad because you're 2 foot nothing.
Yeah, I'm short, so yeah, I don't know nothing about playing basketball. But
what is Bugsy Mogs?
Yeah, Bugsy Mogs.
Yeah. Anywho, that's a whole other sport.
Muggsy Bogues.
Anyways,
Muggsy Bogues.
Just stop saying his name.
You said Bugsy Mogs.
I know.
And I was like, Bugsy Mogs? No.
Oh man.
But yeah, no. So yeah, no. And especially after all the fucking cuts that they've done.
Why is he still around? I mean, can we get rid of the championship? Get the championship off of him so we can get rid of him.
We don't even need a fucking sideshow, really. Honestly, like, you know what? If he was good, if I watched that dude do like maybe like a fucking tope suicida.
Imagine Tope seeing that big motherfucker flying at you over the top.
For one thing, they barely have the roster now to catch him.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So it's like that whole just Omos shit really fucking bothers me, dude. Like, he doesn't even talk. There's nothing that he does. Like, even what was that last week when he just ran through the fucking barricade like an idiot? Or the week before that against the Viking Raiders. Oh yeah, that's another tag team on Raw. Where the fuck have they been?
Where were they tonight?
Yeah.
They just came back, I thought.
Yeah. Good questions, Brady. Where the fuck are they? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's all garbage. And I have no idea why it's centered around Omos. But it is. Every bit of that shit.
Well, going from something that annoys the piss out of you to something that annoys the piss out of me, why is the human meme, Bobby Lashley, still even putting his voice out there? He has MVP. Don't get on the mic, Bobby. Just let him handle it, please.
Well, I think the eventual Bobby Lashley, like, they've already kind of like, actually they did do that. Like, he did like tell Bobby Lashley he did tell MVP to get fucked. And then they were just back together again. As a matter of fact. Like, he came out and threw a whole ass fit, said that MVP was making him soft, and that's when he started just being the dominant champion and shit, and killed Kofi. So I don't know what's going on. I imagine they're gonna split them up soon. So Bobby Lashley's gonna have to be good on the mic.
Neither here nor there. We got a promo with them calling out Goldberg, saying that, and MVP was saying that he wasn't threatening his boy. He was just being humanitarian and letting him know that he should probably tell his daddy to stay home because he doesn't want to end his career. And da 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 da.
He was just, MVP was just out there listing off injuries he got from that one spear. I got 3 cracked ribs, herniated disc, my hips trashed.
That was a sloppy ass spear. He was still hurting from it 2 hours later on the program. I'm like, how are you hurting from that? He barely knocked you over.
That motherfucker said 3 cracked ribs, and I was like, you're a goddamn liar. We all saw that spear.
I think your ribs are probably stronger than Goldberg's shoulder blade.
Right? Like, Goldberg went to the back and was like, fuck, man. Can't be doing that a lot.
Oh, man. So, yeah, we got that whole promo. And then we move into the Rhea Ripley, Nikki ASA. Why is it they call out Nikki as almost superhero Nikki ASH? We already said almost superhero. Why do we have to have the ASH? It's another one of them WWEs and their stupid fucking names.
Bro, they just be taking people's names. They're like, it's too long. We need to save some time.
Oh, you want to hear about taking people's names? Guess who's won in their court battle right now against WWE?
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. She gets to use her own name. Who would have thought?
Well, see, that's wild. That I feel like Chelsea Green slipped up in the beginning, and they were like, "We're gonna trademark your real name." She was like, "Fuck sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be here forever." You know what I mean? Yeah. And then she got cut, and fucking then she was like, "Wait, what do you mean? Like, no, this is my real name. What do you mean I can't use it to wrestle under? The fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, how am I supposed to cash a fucking check? Like, no, and I think that's garbage, but that's WWE's shit right there. They're like, so is it cool if we trademark your real name? No? Okay, cool. Just thought we'd ask. They probably slip it in the contract. Right. It's probably in the fine print.
Like, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right there in the contract. Trademark your real name.
You signed it, bitch.
I don't even wrestle under that. It doesn't matter. You definitely won't now.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, we get the Rhea Ripley Nikki ASH match.
With the Charlotte run in.
With the Charlotte, run in DQ.
It was a really good match, Lee. It was a really good match up until Charlotte ran in.
Squashed into the break. I remember that. Nikki was just getting manhandled.
She had a little offense in there.
Hey.
I mean, they can't make her look too dominant against Rhea or Charlotte, which is really what's crazy to me.
Well, do you think they're gonna let her keep the title at the triple threat? No.
Charlotte Flair is walking away from SummerSlam. Goddamn 28 time champion. Whatever. Who cares?
I know.
I'm just, dude, the less I see Charlotte Flair, the better. And it's not going to happen for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I really hope this is her last go, but I think she just re-signed with the company not too long ago for some dumb amount of years and money. So that's just going to be some horrible shit I have to deal with forever until they're not going to book her any better.
Yeah.
At this point, you can't do anything else with Charlotte Flair. She's just going to be that person forever now.
Until Becky comes back.
Yeah, but then, then people are just going to hate Charlotte even more.
I mean, I think that's the point.
They're going to hate her even more. Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's why they keep her around, because they're like, fuck, people hate you.
It's real easy to hate her. Real easy.
Yeah, but they let her win too goddamn much. She always comes out smelling like a fucking rose, dude, and I hate that shit. Charlotte, talk about a protected character. It's Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte rarely loses, and when she does lose, it's some fucking antics involved.
Yeah. It's never a clean loss.
Very rarely, and when it was like Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it was the ones that really like
pay-per-view championship matches.
Right, and we're pushed as like, legit competition.
Yeah.
A lot of times they just be throwing motherfuckers at Charlotte Flair to chew up and beat.
Yeah.
It's like it's unnecessary. You literally shit on your whole women's division when you do stuff like that. Like, I get wanting to have a dominant woman and a dominant champion, and right, but like, I would want my whole women's division to be dominant and not look like a bunch of like just weak asses constantly against this one chick who's just an asshole all the time. Yeah, just an asshole all the time. Like, and she'll just bully y'all, and then she's gonna beat y'all clean. Like, I would fucking hate it.
Yeah.
If I was on that women's roster, I would be mad as fuck every time they're like, and tonight, Charlotte, you're gonna wrestle Charlotte. Cool. How do I lose tonight, Bob? Tell me all about it. I don't know. I don't get it. And like, so the Charlotte run, and then Charlotte cut a fucking another backstage promo for Charlotte Fair. Then Charlotte cut her backstage promo after the match.
Yeah.
Talking about how she's the most decorated woman in WWE history and blah, fucking blah, and how she deserves everything.
You know what I'd like to point out? You're the 26, what is it, 26? Or how many champions she have?
16.
16, okay. You're the 16th time women's champion. Those 16 wins come along with 16 losses, bitch.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah. But really, I mean, it doesn't matter, dude. Like, it doesn't matter. Charlotte Flair's gonna end up with that belt at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then we're probably gonna get like her and Rhea Ripley for a while. Cause I don't really see anybody else on Raw.
Until the man comes back.
And she's supposed to make an appearance at SummerSlam.
Think.
So I imagine that Charlotte will win, and then whenever Charlotte's celebrating, Becky Lynch will come out.
Steal the thunder.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Steal all that bitch's thunder.
Huge pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe run out and fuck her up. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
After.
And then we got AJ.
No.
And
no.
What? After the Charlotte backstage
got a promo.
thing? From who?
Not Elias.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about it. I forgot all about that little video tape. Elias is dead.
No more Elias.
Burned his guitar. So I guess we can look for the eventual feud between whoever Elias is going to be when he comes back and Jackson Riker.
Yeah.
Which I'm not excited for.
No, I really want to see him go against Boogs. Like, you stole my gimmick.
Right? Like, I'd like him to come out. I just want to see Rick Boog in the ring, man. That dude can wrestle.
Yeah.
But
yeah, then we roll into the Randy Orton AJ Styles match, which was really good.
That was a really good match.
I enjoyed it, and you predicted it. You predicted it from the start. Well, you 90% predicted it.
Well, we still don't know if.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. He got RKO'd in the end. I mean, I hope you're right. I hope he's like lesson one. Never turn your back on anyone.
Right. He was just teaching young Master Riddle a lesson.
But if we get that, we get it. But I don't think we will. But
I don't know.
Played it off like you say. It played out like you said. You know, the whole saving Randy, coming out and saving him from Omos, and then Randy picking up the win because of it, and happened just like you said. So it was good. I enjoyed it.
I really thought it was good, and I mean, honestly, we were both sitting here going like, "Don't RKO him," but we both knew he was.
We both knew he was.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens next week now.
Yeah.
I'm actually
next week. I have to sit.
Yeah.
I have to sit through 2.5 hours of garbage to just find out what happens between Randy Orton and.
Well, you know what? You know what, dude? I'm kind of curious about a few different things, honestly, about next week. Like, I kind of want to see where the Mustafa and Mansoor thing goes. Um,
I mean, it's got to go somewhere beyond T-Bar and Mace.
yeah,
It,
I
like,
def, yeah, I definitely want to see where RK Bro goes. Um, I'm kind of curious how they're gonna keep working with Alexa Bliss. Uh,
you
and
know
this
what's not
whole
in any of those? None of those things you're looking forward to. Title. None of the title matches or lead ups or anything.
none of them shits matter, dude. Like the, I'm kind of. I think the U.S. title match at SummerSlam is gonna be a really good match. But like,
The
do I
lead up
fucking
to
care?
it, I don't care.
Yeah, but like, I don't care who comes out of that winning it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't see what's next. Like, what's after?
I don't care about Goldberg.
No, all right. So no, hold on. So think about it. The U.S. title, right?
Yeah.
Sheamus has it,
Yeah.
and he's basically been feuding with fucking everybody,
Everybody.
just pretty much anybody that's coming along, right?
Yeah.
So after this, when when and if, which I think Damian Priest is going to win it, I think they're going to give it to him. But so when Damian Priest wins it, what's next? You know
Probably
what I mean?
Miz. Probably Miz coming for it.
Oh, dude. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, why do we have to go? We're gonna have to slog through months of fucking Miz and Damian Priest still more.
Well, what else you got? Who else? Legitimately.
That's where I'm at with this. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't fucking care about the U.S. title. Like, it doesn't matter who wins that coming out of it. Like, I don't give a shit about whoever they're gonna. I mean, unless somebody debuts between now and then, that's not from NXT. That's just from like the furthest reaches of fucking space. Like,
Who though?
I'm not.
I don't know
Fuck.
anybody trying to go to WWE right now.
Nobody. Nobody is trying to go to WWE right now.
Why are they gonna go there and get cut 6 months later?
Yeah, fuck a bunch of that, dude. But and like that's what I'm saying. It's like, and then after this Bobby Lashley shit, what are we gonna go back to? Drew McIntyre? Because I'd be goddamn, they will not
Well,
let go. I don't think they're gonna let Goldberg beat Bobby Lashley.
no, I don't think so either. But you know how I feel. I think Drew McIntyre should get rid of the fucking sword and get his just dues with the live crowd championship. I think he got screwed by the coof.
I don't
Didn't
think
get the title he deserved.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean, who else though?
I mean, you're right, but like I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think the crowd's as behind him as everybody thinks it is. You know what I mean?
They're not.
Like,
They're not as behind as they are Bray Wyatt. That's for sure.
no. You know what I mean? And I honestly, like, really think if Drew McIntyre was the one that got cut instead of Bray Wyatt, I don't think people would have been mad about it. There would have been some people, like, it would have been about the same
I don't think.
level
I
of.
think you're right. I think there'd be half the huff.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
I don't think that people
I mean, it
give a
wouldn't be
shit.
the first time they cut him.
I mean, so they kept Drew McIntyre on top throughout most of the pandemic thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a really good. He had a really good run, and
Mm-hmm.
he did the best that he could do with
no
what he
crowd,
was given,
yeah.
with what he was given. But now I think the fans are tired of it, especially after all the ridiculous ass promos he's cut about the fucking Loch Ness monster and the sword and blah blah blah, and just
Mama.
yeah, freedom and shit. Like I just think I don't think people are as behind.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to see it really. And like that's kind of where we're at now. It's like I don't think who's the women's champion? Oh yeah, Nikki Ash. Jesus Christ, dude. See, I don't care. Like no matter what happens, right? Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch for Survivor Series. That'll be the next one, right? The next big one.
I guess.
I think so. Um, yeah, I think Survivor Series is the next big one. So yeah, I mean that's what we have to look forward to for that,
Yep.
and then nothing really after. We're due for inevitable rematches forever until somebody new comes along, like Karrion Cross. Like it, he's gonna have to lose the title to Mojo and finish his fucking call up all the way, come full time, and then job for a while because they're gonna do that to him anyways.
Yep.
And then maybe put him in contention for the fucking. But with the way shit goes, they'll probably team him with somebody and have him win the fucking tag team belts. You know what I mean? Like,
Just get rid of the fucking tag team titles, man. If you're not gonna care about them, if you're not gonna put any effort into the,
but then there's no reason to have the New Day, or you know what I mean, the Viking Raiders. There's no reason to have tag teams.
well, if you're not gonna push them, then don't have them.
I mean, I agree.
I'm not saying you don't have to have tag team matches.
I have been generally disgusted with WWE's tag team divisions
Since
for,
the mid 2000s, in my opinion.
bro, since almost the beginning of time. It's been a long long time since WWE had a strong tag division.
I mean,
And it was probably like,
can we agree though that the best tag division they had was with the Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, and Christian and Edge?
yeah.
That's the best time in WWE's tag team
And
history ever.
and dude, think about how many strong tag teams there actually were back then.
A bunch. A bunch.
A bunch.
And Road Dogg is X-Pac.
And then not just that, dude. Like you throw in the 2-man power trip in there,
Yeah.
the Rock and Sock connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
What happened to Vince McMahon, man?
I don't know, man. I think he's just really out of touch with what the fans want.
But
now.
he used to be in touch. Like, he used to know.
No, he wasn't. No, he didn't. That wasn't necessarily all Vince McMahon. Like that was
Sure.
still that. And back then, wrestlers had a lot more creative control with their own characters. There wasn't as many writers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Corporate.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, once they kind of went public, it kind of everything really took a weird shift into like the ruthless aggression and then PG era and shit. So it's like I don't know. I just don't think he has an idea
So-
of what.
BTE came out today, and they did. They had to, at the end of it. They kind of had a little hotel room discussion between Young Bucks and Gallows and all of them, talking about that promo they cut with the basketball hoop and doing all that stuff, and the comparison of getting something like that approved through the other show.
Oh yeah,
The
that
process and how it would probably never even happen. And they were like, and we brought it to Tony Khan, and afterwards he said that was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Mhm.
So I think that's one of the big differences right now. That's letting other things shine. Is
Well, I mean, for
letting the
years now.
wrestlers do what they want to do. Wrestlers know how to wrestle, and they also know how to put on a show. That's what they've been trained to do for the past decade. They've been training to be an actor, to put on a show for people and put on and figure out a storyline. Because that's all that's what they do in the indies, right? They put
Yeah.
they basically book them their own shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you take the control out of away from the wrestlers, and you basically lose good wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, they don't want the wrestlers to have any creative control. That's not what they want anymore. They want them to be what they make them. And then when they leave,
Well,
they're not that anymore.
He doesn't see them as wrestlers. He sees them as entertainers.
Hmm?
And that's the
And
problem.
it's a huge problem.
That's the
But I
problem.
mean,
You want to close this out, brother?
Yeah. So that was our Raw thoughts. As always, thanks for joining us. I know this is always hard to get through because it's Raw, and if you watched it, you know it was terrible. So, but we'll be back Wednesday for our AEW, and I think we're going to do our NXT review that night too. And then we'll keep banging out more content as always.
As always.
If you dig it, click like, and then subscribe and share this shit so we can get paid one day.
Ah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. And thank y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
There you go.
Shit like Big Van Vader but black. Fuck around and put motherfuckers' heads in the bag like I was slack. Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message. This the best little wrestling podcast in Texas. Motherfuckers
Check them off like a wish list.
Yeah.
You fighting a titan.
Cause these stupid motherfuckers really don't get the message.
I got a bullet in the chamber just ready to strike them.
Yeah.
Check them off like a wish list. You fighting a titan.
This the best little wrestling podcast.